Hello and welcome to the second year anniversary special here on Starting Up. And to commemorate this landmark, I've got two entrepreneurs who have shaped India's product landscape. Firstly, Suvir Sujan, one of the founders of Buzzy and of course Managing Director of Nexus Partners. Suvir, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And Alok Kejriwal, of course, he's built the Two-Win brand, one of India's foremost digital pioneers. He's also a mentor to multiple startups. We're actually going to see 4 product startups and we're going to find out how these guys are doing. We're also going to see how India can actually build the next billion-dollar product idea. So let's go ahead and take a look at these 4 case studies.
For a long time, these have been the role models technology entrepreneurs in India have looked up to. With India only becoming more expensive as an outsourcing destination and margins dropping, will the next decade of growth continue to come from technology services? Well, a number of Indian startups think otherwise, and they're making waves globally by creating technology products that have been launched with a global focus. The leader of the pack clearly is InMobi. The mobile ad network today reaches over 300 million users across 200 countries and has recently launched a mobile payment mechanism through its site. Global focus for them goes right to the root of the architecture of their team.
We made sure that in every geography that we went into, we were able to hire a very strong local leader and a very strong local middle management team. And we empowered that, and we have empowered each region to run as a P&L of its own.
Another product which has been gaining popularity is mobile trading platform Market Simplified based out of Chennai. The platform today powers 10 of the top brokerages across the US, India, Singapore and is available across multiple platforms including BlackBerry, Java and Android, and has reached out to over 100,000 users. For Market Simplified, there were 2 core reasons why they reached out to the global market first before looking at the domestic one.
US, as we have always seen, was the earliest adopter of technology, and the mobile penetration in terms of smartphone penetration was really very high in the US, and internet users on the mobile was also high. What we anticipated was technology adoption would be much higher and easier in the US market. So, and as retail investors and institutions across the globe, we pick up technology what is being adopted in the US markets usually. So that's the reason that we started US as our first focus.
The growth and consumption of online video is something Indian entrepreneurs are looking to cash in on as well. And Bangalore-based Althea Systems has created a video discovery service named Shuffler. The service, which started as a downloadable plugin, has now evolved across multiple platforms.
So I'm actually going to play this video from here, and this video now is going to be beamed directly to the TV, as you can see right now. If you had only 15 minutes of time as a user and you wanted to watch a bunch of videos, how are you going to get to the videos that you want to watch very quickly? So we basically use the social graph, we use we mine your Twitter feed, we look at your Facebook like, and we use machine algorithm and a bunch of other technology to actually surface the video that you would like to watch.
Shuffler is available on the iPad. But what about creating a competitor to the iPad itself? That's what Bangalore-based Notion Inc. has done with its tablet, the Atom. The first version generated considerable fanfare, and they are now looking at their next version using the Honeycomb. Across software, hardware, mobile and the social web, Indian entrepreneurs are building products and are reaching out to the global market.
Like work for 5 years to get any kind of success, 5 years is a good experience.
The next decade might well have a new roster of role models to emulate.
So Alok, move over service role models. It's time for the new brigade of product entrepreneurs. What do you make of these 4 guys?
I think thank God. Thank God, you have young entrepreneurs saying no to service. I think it's a big coming of the internet entrepreneur. You know, I love these companies, right? Some of them will work, some of them won't work. It's not really important per se whether the product or the service works. It's just the spirit.
So Suvir, you've been in this space both as an entrepreneur 7-8 years ago and now someone who evaluates multiple business ideas. How much in your view has the level of innovation changed over the last 3-4 years as opposed to 4 years before that?
I think a lot has changed in the last 5 years, and I tell you that three main factors driving that. The first factor really is that there's this whole reverse brain drain of people coming back from the US, Silicon Valley, etc. Now going back and dreaming big, wanted to create global companies. Naveen Tiwari is a prime example of that in Mobi. Then you have your folks who've actually come back from the US, worked for captive centers here, whether Sun, Adobe, Microsoft, Google, etc., are now leaving those places saying, I understand global markets, I had worked in a global company, I want to now create my own global company. The second trend. And the third trend is the guys like Alok, who are sort of our guys, homegrown entrepreneurs out here, who are saying, I want to dream big and change the world.
Alok, looking at these case studies, which one stood out?
You know, I think InMobi has been a story that everybody knows of. So I guess, you know, we all know what they've done and they've executed really well.
Suvir, your comments on InMobi, you think they've been path breakers and trendsetters in India?
I think what InMobi has done well is that actually Naveen identified markets outside India early. And he targeted markets where there was limited competition early enough. And he won in those markets. Now what's to be seen with InMobi is as he enters the mature market where there's competition.
Like the US.
Yeah, the question to be had is how will he compete with that market?
Market Simplified, what do you make of that company?
You know, I think it's a great back end. I guess Bloomberg or someone would obviously buy it out at the right time.
Right.
The point is, you got to come out yourself as a product and a platform.
Sure.
It's great to power up people. That's what services always did.
Okay.
You can do that in a product play.
Right,
the point is your brand name there? Are you the guy who people are trading on?
So you're saying one potential risk there is the fact that Market Simplified can be white.
I mean, I think white labeling is quasi-services at the end of the day.
So Suvir, you guys are extremely bullish about the video space. You invested both in Kaltura and Videopia, both video platforms. What's your independent take on Shuffler?
Yeah, we believe video consumption is going to take off, and it has taken off in the last couple of years. The challenge I see in Shuffler is that you're trying to actually transition what's fundamentally an impulse behavior into a planned behavior. And you're saying that a consumer will actually try and aggregate video into a database or archive, and then see the videos later in a planned fashion. I fundamentally am questioning that behavior, and I think that a lot of video viewing is impulse. A lot of video viewing will happen on the fly, and that the joy of discovery is being surprised.
And finally, the most ambitious one of the lot, Notion Inc. and the Atom tablet. They had some initial challenges with shipping out the product and so on and so forth.
I'm scared, man. I'm scared. I mean, I to be honest with you, I'm a biased guy. I think one guy's done it really right. We know all, you know, it's the iPad. The other strugglers were multi
jobs.
Yeah, so you got Jobs, you got Samsung, and you got LG, and you got the rest of them. Why bother making a tablet? Why not put stuff on the tablet? Okay. I don't get it.
Suvir?
I agree with Alok. I think it's a commodity play at the end of the day. The prices will be dropped down, and for 4 years you'll see these tablets for a few $100,000 at best.
Sort of thing, it's like recreating a language which has already been.
Yeah, it's recreating the wheel. You don't need to do that.
So you've seen all four interesting plays. Alok, your one pick for the next $1 billion company from India?
Well, InMobi seems to be the best out of the pack we saw.
Suvir, InMobi is for you as well?
I think InMobi, and I think Market Simplified is an interesting company. I think trading will move online, on mobile.
Okay.
And I think the question comes down to is, do they have the product that they can differentiate with?
Right.
And most importantly, sell into the large markets in the US. And I think the early signs are pretty promising.
So clearly the verdict from the panelists is clear. They're both very impressed with what they've seen. InMobi and Market Simplified are two ones to look out for. When we come back after this break, we're going to discuss the key challenges affecting the product landscape. Can a $1 billion product really come out of India? That's what you have to look forward to when we return.